19 fences on their trip, and they're racing. They've broken in a very good line. Dual Planet in the centre, one of the first out. The stablemates Magic Lira and Ollie's Folly are going to go through and lead, though, followed by Brave Reject, Music Graham as they go over the first with Divine Legend. Roscoe, and last of all is Zipper Dipper. Up towards the corner on round number 1, and the leader is Ollie's Folly by a length and a half to Brave Reject. To the outside of it, and Dual Planet is posted out a little bit deeper. 2 lengths to Magic Lira, 2.5 Divine Legend. Then Music Graham on the inside. Next comes Roscoe and Zipper Dipper last of all. Here's the first of 4 in the lane as they come down in the clockwise direction, and it's Ollie's Folly leading by a length. Brave Reject now moves up on the outside to join it in the lead. They're 4 or 5 in front of Dual Planet as they approach the next. Next then was Magic Lira, followed by Divine Legend, Music Graham on the inside from Roscoe, and last of all is Zipper Dipper. The third in the straight in front of the stands, and the leader was now Brave Reject. Got out to lead by nearly 4 lengths as he jumped that beautifully. Second placing Ollie's Folly. 5 away, third Dual Planet, followed by Magic Lira. Another 4 to Divine Legend, 2.5 to Music Graham. Then Roscoe, and last of all is Zipper Dipper. Over the last in the lane, and the leader is Brave Reject. The rider has a look around to see where the others are. They're a fair way back as he approaches the jump in the open country, and Brave Reject by 6 lengths to Ollie's Folly. 6 to Dual Planet, followed then by Magic Lira, Divine Legend, a length to Music Graham, Roscoe, and last of all is Zipper Dipper. To the Alfred Road fence they travel now, and this will take them into Briley Paddock. The leader, Brave Reject, out by 8 or 9 lengths here to Ollie's Folly. 2.5 to Divine Legend over on the inside of Dual Planet. Then Music Graham, who's tracking Divine Legend everywhere it goes. Further back then comes Magic Lira, Zipper Dipper, and Roscoe now dropped out to last. They're in Briley's. 3 fences as they climb the hill, and the leader Brave Reject, 6 in front. Second placing Ollie's Folly, a length away Dual Planet, then Divine Legend on the inside. They're all jumping beautifully. 2.5 to Music Graham, followed by Magic Lira, Zipper Dipper, and last of all is Roscoe, the second in Briley, and they now start the run up the big hill, and it's Brave Reject out by 6 lengths to Ollie's Folly, Dual Planet, a length and a half, Divine Legend. Music Graham still tracking it everywhere it goes from Magic Lira, Zipper Dipper, and last of all is Roscoe. Here's the last in Briley up the hill. The next 2 fences are the Cox's Hill Double. And the leader, Brave Reject, still 6 in front of Ollie's Folly and Dual Planet. A length and a half, Divine Legend. Music Graham, a length and a half away again, followed by Magic Lira. Then comes Zipper Dipper and Roscoe. Here's the Cox's Hill Double. And Brave Reject didn't make a very good fist of that. He's over the second. He's into Grandis Paddock for the jump down the hill. And Brave Reject only 2 in front of Dual Planet on the inside. Ollie's Folly, 2.5, Divine Legend. Then comes Music Graham, Zipper Dipper, followed by Magic Lira. And Roscoe's dropped out. The Tozer Road Double coming up as they swing to the right. And Brave Reject now being tackled in earnest by Dual Planet, who went up on the inside, cut the corner, and took the lead from Brave Reject. Third placing Ollie's Folly. Divine Legend saves stacks of ground over on the inside. Then comes Magic Lira. Music Graham just niggled out a little bit here by Durden. Further back, Zipper Dipper. And 5 or 6 last of all is Roscoe. Over the 4th last, and Brave Reject again on the flat took a narrow lead from Dual Planet. Closing Divine Legend on the inside of Ollie's Folly. 2.5 to Magic Lira. Music Graham at the 800 metres. Further back, Zipper Dipper and Roscoe have gone over the next, and coming down towards the 700 metres for the second last jump. And here in front, Brave Reject, Divine Legend on the outside making its run with Dual Planet. They're 3 in front of Music Graham, and further back then Roscoe making some ground on the inside, Ollie's Folly. Here's the next, the second last, and Brave Reject again got away here from Divine Legend going to second, and now seriously threatening. Further back in the race, Dual Planet. Roscoe runs on. Music Graham is struggling. In front of him is Ollie's Folly. They've got one to get over, and Divine Legend took the lead in the steeple. Got away here from Brave Reject, who's only paddling. Ollie's Folly, Dual Planet, and Roscoe. Divine Legend's only got to jump the last to win. You'd think he comes to it, and got over it safely. Brave Reject battling away with Ollie's Folly, Dual Planet, and then comes Roscoe and Music Graham, but Divine Legend keeps going, and Divine Legend is too good. Didn't put a foot wrong in the run, and for Sally McMillan, home goes Divine Legend to win by 5 or 6 to Ollie's Folly. Third placing Roscoe from Dual Planet in a photo, then Zipper Dipper. Brave Reject. Music Graham has been an absolute flop, running second last, and last in Magic Lira.
2, 5 and 9 there, 2, 5 and 9 there. The placings in the first at Warrnambool, number 2, which is Divine Legend, 2:31.04. Number 5 gets second, and that is Ollie's Folly at 4:15. Number 9 third, that is Roscoe at $4.30.
What did you get for Mother's Day, Beth?
Chocolates. How about you, Noreen?
Chocolates. And you, Gwen?
Yeah, chocolates.
Edna?
Ready to go. They're off. Good start too, and on the outside, Millspring was one of the first to jump out with Soviet Bell, who began well. Bizrami was quickly away and showing speed up on the outside. There is Cuddly going forward with Lockheil on the inside, taking up a forward position. Just in behind them, then over on the inside, going forward is Ted's Legend. A length and a half further back is Jarrah, and they were being followed by Tilly's, who's over on the inside, dropping back in behind them then. Further back to Soviet Bell, followed by next to last there, Warrnambool, and tailing out to last is Wangoom Bell. Down the side they travel with about 950 metres left to go, and Lockheil has worked his way to the lead by a half length to Ted's Revenge. Cuddly on the outside is third, just in behind them Bizrami. A length further back over on the inside Astral Weeks, followed by Il Presidente moving up, just in behind them Jarrah. They were being followed next over on the outside by Mill Spring, and further back is Tilleasy and Soviet Bell. Back behind them Run More, and Wangoom Bell is last of all, approaching the home turn with about 550 to go, and Ted's Revenge has moved up on the inside here to join Lockheil as they round the turn, a length to Cuddly. Further back along the inside Astral Weeks, and pull to the outside Il Presidente, improving his position as they're making the home turn. Ted's Revenge being tackled over on the outside by Cuddly. The Grey's putting in a good run. He's coming home well. Deeper on the track is Il Presidente as they cover the 200 metre mark. Cuddly's hit the front here. Cuddly is the leader. In second place is Ted's Revenge, and Astral Weeks has got through on the inside, is coming home very strongly. Il Presidente in behind them. Cuddly in charge. About 100 metres left to go is clear, and Cuddly's going to win it. Cuddly wins from Astral Weeks. A neck away third, Il Presidente. A long way back fourth to Run More, followed by Bizrami. Ted's Revenge behind them, and then came Soviet Bell, followed by Tilleasy. Well back Wangoom Bell, Mill Spring and Jarrah, and last of all Lockheil.
Well, Cuddly did it tougher than Il Presidente, but went to the line better. 3:21.40, Damien Oliver. Astral Weeks second, and Il Presidente disappointing, Tony. He looked like he was going to cruise up to them.
Yeah, he's been dethroned. He'll be flat out getting back to power after that.
Yeah, but the grey, and Damien, as we said, has a good book of rides there.
Now the all clears through and they're off and racing. Jardine's Lookout began fairly near the outside. Spirits was one of the first to bound out, looking for the lead after going 100. Shannon Grove wide out, moving into second, placing in company with Howdy and now down near the inside. Mrs. Parker not far away from them, and Alberta Rose driving up in the dark green colours along the rails to join the front running horses. Mystic Man and Tearless not far off the pace, and they're followed by Madame Shibboleth. Nearly a length further back at the 1,000 metre mark, Voila Premier, and they're being followed then by Insatiable, who's on the inside of Jardine's Lookout. The favourites drifted back with only about 3 to 4 behind it, including Gem of Sierra as they go past the 800. Delta Runners over on the outside, and Lazar between horses is amongst the tail enders. Alberta Rose is the leader, coming down the side from Howdy and No, and moving up Shannon Grove, but about 4 wide, and Tearless is going forward 3 wide. Mystic Man right behind them is 5th from Voila Premier. Madame Parker is starting to make some ground, Mrs. Parker, and then came Madame Shibboleth, followed by Insatiable, and the favourite Jardine's Lookout is battling as they come around the home turn. It's under a lot of pressure, spotting the leader 8. Tearless into the straight, moved up and took the lead with Mystic Man. Alberta Rose fighting back. Voila Premier in the yellow cap is coming home fairly well. Mrs. Parker with a run, but this is kicked away from the Mystic Man. He's out by a couple. Mrs. Parker and Voila Premier battling along behind the leader, but it's clear Mystic Man, and Mystic Man hammered to the line, got in by a half a length to Mrs. Parker. Voila Premier third, Madame Shibboleth next, and then came Jardine's Lookout, just a moderate finish really. So too Delta Run, who came from well back. Insatiable made a little bit of late ground. Tearless weakened, and so did Alberta Rose after leading. Shannon Groves finished well back in the field with Howdy and No. Lazar was always at the tail, and Gem of Sierra was last in. One more though, Spirits has finished actually distanced in the race. Mystic Man is the winner. There's an upset for the punters. Number 6 taking it out. Mystic Man is going to return 36.20 and 5.10. Sat handy to the pace, dashed to the front round the turn, and has won well. Certainly a great improvement on what he's done in his 2 outings so far. 5th at Colac, beaten 7. 9th at Warrnambool, beaten 9. Back to his home track, it's been a vastly different performance, but out to 1400 no doubt has been a significant factor. Mrs. Parker's run on quite well, number 13, ridden by Dean Yendall, and third placing going to Voila Premier, ridden by Walton Bones. 6, 13 and 8, the favourite was always struggling. Just a very moderate performance from Jardine's Lookout. Certainly we're taking a touch of unders too for the horse, and I no doubt the Damien Oliver factor had a fair bit to do with that, but the horse just couldn't respond after settling well back. He did make a little bit of ground, but was never going to be a winner. Here are the totes then, 36.20 and 5.10 for Mystic Man, $1.90 the place dividend for Mrs. Parker, 17.10 for Voila Premier. Quinella paid $98, the exacta $356.30, is the biggest trifecta of the carnival so far. 23,886.60 for 6:13 and 8. 23,008.
Simply call 1-800-639-629. Authorised by the Commonwealth Government, Canberra. Spoken by...
Now they're set. Just wait for the all clear from behind the stalls. There it is, set, racing. Celtic Fable on the inside, away only fairly. Flipper Vargan's got speed. Archways Boy, Topomeo further out. Anna Branches caught deep in Western District. Celtic Fable goes up on the inside. Individual Jack is up running midfield, followed further back in the race by Bass and well back in the race Bass and Bell, who settles down midfield with Poi 10. Then Hongsey Lad being followed by Glancelot. 2.5 then Belzuma, and 3 last of all King Ransom. They come off the back. Flipper Vargan in front, leads by a half length from Topomeo. Archways Boy gets into a good spot up running third. Celtic Fable on the inside, then Western District. Further back then Anna Branch, who's been off the track for the trip. Then Individual Jack back in the middle, followed further back by Glancelot, being followed by Bass and Bell. Well back Hongsey Lad on the inside with Belzuma, Point 10, and last of all King Ransom. Flipper Vargan first for home at the 250 metre mark. Celtic Fable gets out. Archways Boy shown the whip. Individual Jack is running on fairly. Flipper Vargan in front. Individual Jack running on with Celtic Fable and Archways Boy on the inside. But it's Individual Jack pouncing on the lead now. Individual Jack coming away, brings up a double for Oliver, and Individual Jack wins at 3 lengths. Now tied for the Miners, possibly Archways Boy second. Belzuma in a photo for third with Flipper Vargan back on the inside. Then Celtic Fable followed by Hongsey Lad. Well back in the race then came Glancelot, followed by King Ransom. In behind those then Bass and Bell. Then came Western District back in company with Poi 10. Anna Branch never got in the hunt. It's run second last, and towards the tail here was Topomeo.
Weights right at Brisbane, 7, 10 and 5. At Warrnambool, number 6, Individual Jack. 7:30, 270 for Damien Oliver. Number 1, Archways Boy. Jason Oliver second in a photo at 1:30. And Belzuma for third at $3.10.
It'll be 6, 1 and 2. 6, 1 and 2 on race 4.
All right, we'll have totes there shortly. Updating Balaclava, race number 2. 1 Captain Midway, 130 and 25. 2 C.
Racing Radio.
Try for the update Balaclava, 1 Affair at 29 and 16.
He lets it go shortly, and away they go. An Extra Jovial missed it about 3/4. The rest of the field have come away quite well, with Masquerade going very fast, and also up in the centre, heading towards the leaders, Dow Saint. Dow Saint just headed now, settling. It's in front. Now Sworn to Secrecy's pushing up along the inside, and further out in the track is Sir Richie going forward now. When they come off the back straight the first time, and Sir Richie's gone around the outside of Dow Saint. Third in the early pointers, Les Voss Ruler, a length further back, Masquerade. They're followed by Sworn to Secrecy and Ryazan out 3 deep, a length, River Boy. Further back, Build Him, Extra Jovial. Then Tar Bob coming into the straightest, Prince Lemaire back second to last, and Prelude's last of all. Sir Richie led now from Les Voss Ruler. First of their flights down the straight, down the one at the 200 metre mark, and Sir Richie shifted out a little, about 3/4 Les Voss Ruler, and they got right off the fence. A gap of a couple of horses back on the inside. There is Dow Saint third. 2 to Sworn to Secrecy, tucked on the inside fourth as they go over the next. Oh, he hit it hard there, Sworn to Secrecy. Ryder might have been in a bit of trouble with the near side on. He'd lost many lengths, and he went back to second last, the favourite. Going down towards the 1850 metre mark, and the leader is Sir Richie, jumping out a little wide, about a length in front of Les Voss Ruler and Dow Saint. 2 to Masquerade. Further back, Tar Bob, River Boy and Ryazan is 3 deep from Extra Jovial. Sworn to Secrecy lost valuable ground. Further back in the race, Prince Lemaire. Moving up outside, it would have been at the head of the others, now Built Him, and Prelude's 2 lengths last of all. Out towards the next one at about the 1600 metre mark they race, and the leader Sir Richie a length in front. Les Voss Ruler nice and handy second, a length and a half further back as Dow Saint. 2 lengths further back running fourth, then K Masquerade. They're followed on the inside there by River Boy as they fly the next. Then Tar Bob inside Extra Jovial and Ryazan 3 deep, a length further back in the race, Prince Lemaire. Sworn to Secrecy back to the inside, trying to save some ground from Built Him and Preludes, but they're well bunched up into the back. 1300 metres to go in the Galleywood, and on the outside Les Voss Ruler is going up to put it on Sir Richie and gets his head in front. 2.5 Masquerades at a good trip third. On the inside then is Dow Saint as they fly the next. Les Voss Ruler got into that one. Third is Masquerade, a length further back, Dower Saint from Riverboy in the middle. Then Ryazan from Tarbob, followed further back in the race by Prince Lemaire. Sworn to Secrecy pushing up on the inside, about 5 lengths off them, then Extra Jovial. Over the next day go, and it's right on here. Les Vosrilla got a neck in front of Sir Richie, and Masquerade going forward, so's Riverboy. A length further back, Old Tarbob on the inside as they go to the next, followed by Prince Lemaire. Sworn to Secrecy got into that one from Dower Saint. Then Ryazan, but leaving the back straight. Masquerade hit the front at the 600-metre mark, a neck in front of Riverboy. 3 further back, then running on is the grey now. Prince Lemaire up to third. A length and a half, Les Vosrilla, followed by Tarbob. Sworn to Secrecy pulled to the outside, picking up a bit of ground. Riverboy at the 400-metre mark goes up on the outside of Masquerade. A length and a half, Prince Lemaire, and Tarbob still there. A gap in the race, Sworn to Secrecy, and then Preludes with a late run. In the straight, 1 flight to go, 300 out. Riverboy hit the front now. On the outside is Tarbob. Riverboy landed in front. Tarbob on the outside, and Prince Lemaire back in the middle. A great go. Prince Lemaire hit the front. A couple down at the last. Tarbob coming at him. Tarbob the outside, and Prince Lemaire. Oh, Tarbob getting his head in front near the line. Tarbob. He's come back. Tarbob to it at a half-head, Prince Lemaire. 2 away, third, Riverboy. Then Preludes. Further back in the race came Masquerade. Then Sworn to Secrecy. A few things went wrong from Ryazan. Well back in the race then came Dower Saint, pulling up pretty quickly at the head of the others. Wood on the outside there is Les Vosrilla, followed by the stablemate Sir Richie and Built Him. And let's have a look down at the last. Was Dower Saint and Extra Jovial. Dower Saint, Extra Jovial, right.
All right, Tarbob, a former winner of the race, $9.80 and $3. 13 Prince Lemaire, $4.90. 11 Riverboy at $2.40 now. The update for the next at Balaclava you've had. We do have Correct Weight at Ipswich for 7, 5 and 1. We do have All Clear 7, 3, 8 at the Meadows. 1997, Tarbob was the winner of the Galleywood. And on the comeback trail, the 9-year-old has got the chockies in this year's running of the Galleywood. 3 is first, 13 is second, 11 is third. Totes in just a moment.
On 2.
Problem or something along those lines. There's All Clear now. 3.5, 3.5 and 30 and 15 race time at the Meadows, but no totes available as we speak. All right, let's go to Warrnambool.
Actually, according to Chief Steward Des Gleeson, jumped between the hurdle and the wing. I don't know how it's done it or how you describe that, but that's what it has occurred. Brett Scott's being looked at by the doctor as well, so they're going to show us the head-on after this race. It'll be interesting to see. Another way to get beaten. Now, they're all set. Ready for a start. Bit of movement in the line here. Signal is there now. Off they go. And they've jumped in a good line. Lady Dugong or Miss Dugong away smartly with Dark Spell. Golden Arches out the back early. Now Dance the Music coming across from an outside gate with Dark Spell and No Joke share the lead. What's going on going to fourth? A neck away to Snipella, and over on the outside of it then was Miss Dugong. On the rails comes Dare Me. In the centre of the line, Rampant Rhythm with Noir Valley. There's one out deeper on the track as they work off the back. That is Tariva. 2.5 to Alefi, who's got a mile back, followed then by Gossip Column, Golden Arches. Miss Blue Rinse is over on the inside, and further back then at the head of the others was Olivia's Dream with last of all Joyance. Down by the 800 metres or beyond it now, and the leader is Dark Spell. Dance the Music, Stephen Arnold's got this one away from the rails, 3 parts away. 2 lengths to No Joke, What's Going On, followed then by Miss Dugong. On the outside is Tariva. Snipella hunting up in the centre, followed by Dare Me. Noir Valley, Olivia's Dream, Rampant Rhythm is a mile back with Alethea as they corner, and then Blue Rinse around the turn, and Dance the Music has gone up on the outside here to head off Dark Spell. No Joke, What's Going On, Dare She on the inside, followed by Snipella, and further back Rampant Rhythm threading its way through, followed by Tariva, but Dance the Music's got a big break with 100 to go. It's home. No Joke at the moment second. Rampant Rhythm running on with Snipella when it's all over, but this is bolted in. Dance the Music. He's down on the line, scores by 4 lengths. Rampant Rhythm, I think, second and nose in front of Snipella. Joyance made ground on the rails, followed then by Gossip Column. Golden Arches, Olivia's Dream, Noir Valley, No Joke. Then Dare She, followed in well back by Dark Spell, who led around the turn. With it was Miss Dugong. Tariva knocked up. Alethea never a chance, and Blue Rinse was one of the last in.
Number 1, Dance the Music, 421.90. Photo for the minus between 2 and 7. Now at Ipswich on the previous race. We have Correct Weight, 1, 5 and 4. Weight is there. Still no totes available at the Meadows. Now, early mark at Ipswich race 6. That event goes.
And the light is blinking away.
Off and running, Let's Planet on the inside, bounced fairly. Eye of the Storm had no speed. Wreckabar away quickly with Kentucky Hewler and Zarovic and Jumalik further out with Gold Boom. When they settle into stride now, and it's Kentucky Hewler getting up on the inside of Zarovic. Jumalik posted out 4 deep. Gold Boom going up 3 wide, a length and a half. Wreckabar. Chalet Me the inside and Destruction Point wide. Further back, Larmuk to Mrs. Bentley. Let's Planet the fence from Real Time. Further back, Corvain. Last 2 Point Danger and Eye of the Storm. Coming off the back straight now. They're inside the 850 metre mark. And it's Kentucky Hewler on the inside here of Gold Boom. A length, Jumalik trap deep. Zarovic back in the middle. On the fence just behind them, Chalet Me. Destruction Point taken wide from Wreckabar. Mrs. Bentley on the inside, Let's Planet. Lamukta has to come deep. A length further back, then Point Danger. Corvain back second, third last, nearing the turn. From Eye of the Storm and Real Time last of all. Gold Boom got to the front out in the middle. From Destruction Point, Jumalik. And Chalet Me getting a split and down the outside. Lamukta winding up with a big run. Corvain going with it out wide. Lamukta sweeping up now with Destruction Point, then Corvain, and further back on the track then came Mrs. Bentley. Larmukta in front. Point Danger getting through. Point Danger going to Larmukta and Point Danger. Point Danger gets back to win ahead on the line. Lamukta, Corvain out wide third. Then Let's Planet, and further back came Zarovic. Mrs. Bentley Real Time. Jumalik followed further back by Wreckabar. Behind those then came Destruction Point. Jumalik pulling up quickly with Eye of the Storm. Chalet Me and Kentucky Hewler has dropped out near the back.
Number 6 there, Point Danger at 7.80, 2.30, 5 Lamukta 3.30 and 10 Corvain 160. Should read 6.5 and 10 at Warrnambool race number 7. 2KY Racing Radio, it's 2 after 3.
It's time for Riverina's premier sporting and social event and one of the state's most Australian Army band, Kapuka, and the famous
3.54. Then the Gold Coast Greyhounds kick off their meeting at 3.57. Just about right, Warrnambool. Here's Matt Jones.
Just about ready. Blue Orchid Fractious now getting up. And in fact, Vincent Hall scrambling around trying to remain in the saddle on Blue Orchid. Drawn barrier 1. As Vincent gets balanced up. 1,000 metres. Favourite Ponentina. Now they're set and racing. Caught them in a beautiful line. Condensed went back to last. From out wide, Darrowby Live Wire away well. Villa d'Este showing speed. Blue Orchid on the inside. Move over Nova. And Ponentina now splitting them is moving up towards the front. Villa d'Este in front. Ponentina's gone up second, followed by Blue Orchid back on the inside. Then Move Over Nova running fourth. Best by Far up running fifth out 3 deep, followed by Darrowby Live Wire. Condensed back on the inside and further back as they settle Abel Kane. Heartbreak Hotel out wide. Further back in the race, Forest Show. Vacant Stories back on the inside. Myalabu and last of all Zahim. Heading for home at the 400 metre mark. Villa d'Este in front. A length from Ponentina. Best by Far has gone out 3 out and up third. Followed by Blue Orchid back on the inside. Then came Condensed. In behind them, Darrowby Live Wire out wide. And Heartbreak Hotel pulls to the outside. It's Villa d'Este in front. Ponentina. Best by Far running on well. Villa d'Este in front. Best by Far. Darrowby Live Wire further out. Best by Far is going to Villa d'Este. And Best by Far has got up and won at 3/4. Second, Darrowby Live Wire. Third, Villa d'Este on the inside. Then Heartbreak Hotel. Myalabu further back in the race, being followed in by Ponentina. Then came Zahim. In behind those, Blue Orchid. Then Move Over Nova back in company with Forest Show, Vacant Stories. And last of all, here was Abel Kane.
It's race number 8 at Warrnambool. And the should pays. Best by Far number 4 at 4.50 and 1.90. Darrowby Live Wire at 2.60 and Villa d'Este number 8 at $3. Now we have a slight delay with weight at Ipswich after the running of race number 7 and margins and times still to be posted. 2KY Racing Radio will take this short break. Ascot's next in around 2.5.
Punters, what do you want?
Comfort.
What do you want?
Facility.
What do you...
Stock 9.80, 3.90. 6 Flathead at 7.50, 5.50 and 7 Jack and Tom, 6.40, 2.40. That's for race number 4 at Ascot, due at 4.18. Set Warrnambool.
Ready now, 1,400 metres, the second last of the day. Favourite Devel just from Duchess Cashier. They're off and racing, and Devel pounced out straight at the lead with Obrero. Duchess Cashier is also working forward with Olan behind those runners, then Power and Fame. Looks likely drifting back with Mustang Symphony, Cavoso, Toy Dancer and Never Decrees at the tail. Duchess Cashier leads now at the 1,100 metres by a neck to Olan, a length and a half Obrero. Power and Fame is on the inside. Duval is now back to 5th on the outside of it. Looks likely in Toy Dancer. Never Decree back on the rails from Mustang Symphony, and over on the outside, 3 deep is Cavoso. They're about to come off the back at the 800 metres, and the leader was Duchess Kachir by 3 parts of a length to Woland, a length away to Power and Fame over on the inside of Obrero. Juvella's out 3 deep now, improving, followed then by Never Decree, looks likely. Toy Dancer and Mustang Symphony back at the toe with Cavoso. 600 out, they jam up. Duchess Kachir endeavouring to lead all the way by a half to Woland and Obrero. Juvella's out 4 deep, looks likely tracking through on the outside, then Power and Fame from Toy Dancer, Mustang Symphony and Never Decree. They're very tightly packed around the bend, 300 metres out, where Duchess Kachir is headed here by Oland. Over on the outside, Obrero coming at the pair. Then Duval under riding, followed by Power and Fame. And further back, Toy Dancer. Obrero reached the lead inside the 150. Oland back on the inside, switching courses. Duval, Obrero in front. Power and Fame is late on the scene. Obrero in front, though, and Obrero gets in. Obrero by a half length to Duval and Power and Fame. Oland's just missed out. Next in then was Mustang Symphony from Toy Dancer. Well back Duchess Kachir, who weakened, followed then by Cavoso, Never Decree, and looks likely last in.
That is race number 9 at Warrnambool, and the should pays. Obrero at 440 and 180, 9 Duval at 150, Camera for third. You've had the updated Ascot. Gold Coast isn't far away. Here are dividends up now at Ipswich on the previous.
Numbers there, 174, 1 on the run, $2.50 and $1.40. 7
comes along.